Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the importance of your shoes or what you wear on your feet when you train. Most people want to go out and buy a shoe that has a lot of stability, a lot of foam, a lot of cushion, which keeps their foot really comfortable while they're running or cross training or doing some sort of gym workout. The important factor is to remember in all that is that your foot needs to move. Why? Because there's a couple things we're going to look at. One is the foot to core connection. So when you have more foam underneath of your foot or more padding, you're losing the essential connection of the bottom of your foot, which connects your deep fascia line to your abdominals or your core. So when we don't have that connection, we find that we're less stable throughout our day, we're less stable throughout our exercises, so we tend to find that we're not very good with our balance, when the reality is it's more or less what's underneath of our foot that's keeping us from being connected to the ground. I like to wear either these Barefoot shoes or another shoe called Lem's shoes. It's allowing my toes to spread out, which is allowing me to grab the ground to get more stability, which causes my arch to engage. That's the second part we're looking at, is when we start to put at all these arch supports and these really thick cushions in our shoes, we're losing the ability to engage or activate that arch. So imagine you're standing on a soft, pillowy cushioned shoe and you're walking and then it feels great. You go for a run, feels great. You come home, you take your shoes off, all of a sudden your foot hurts. You're walking across that hardwood floor and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wow, I feel like I have stabbing needles in my arch. Well, your arch doesn't have to work. When you have all of that padding underneath of there, your arch just takes a nap. It doesn't have to work. Imagine casting your arm throughout the entire week and then expecting to go pitch a baseball game all out and expecting not to tear your rotator cuff on your shoulder. So that's kind of what we're doing with our arch, is we're bracing it, making it really stiff, rigid, and weak, and then as soon as we take our foot out of that pillowy, cushiony, soft shoe, we have these symptoms of plantar fasciitis, which are just a really probably weakened and deconditioned arch. So grab yourself a very minimal pair of shoes, something that has a thin sole. You don't have to necessarily go into the toe shoe route. Lem Shoes has a great shoe called a Primal 2 that has a great amount of toe splay, no support in the arch, but it's really flexible shoe, and it has a tiny bit of cushion just to give you a little protection from some of the outside elements. But the ability to connect the core with your foot is really essential to help give some neurofeedback to what you're doing. So if you find that you struggle in any unilateral movements, or standing on one leg, or lunges, or walking up the stairs, again, might want to take a look at your shoes and make sure that you're not having a thick padded sole. We're going to really decrease the overall amount of signal we're sending from our foot up to our core. There's my little quick tidbit for you guys. Check your feet so you can check your balance. What you put on your foot is really important to keep you connected to the ground, which also helps you connect that core. Get after it, you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you back.